The Leafs welcome in the Boston Bruins to Scotiabank Arena tonight, having won 4 consecutive games. And what's wild is the last time the Leafs played the Boston Bruins, if I'm not mistaken, it was before the pandemic started. And, if I'm not mistaken, Mike Babcock was the coach of the Toronto Maple Leafs. Like, take that in! It's been so long since the Leafs have played the Bruins, and I'm not opposed to it, but here we are. And they went 5-2 over the Boston Bruins at Scotiabank Arena. Very lively crowd down there tonight. You love to see it on a Saturday night. And with the W today, the Leafs are 7-4-1 in the year. They won 5 consecutive games. They're buzzing right now, and you saw a lot of good things today. So the power play started to click. The penalty kill, for the most part, was pretty good. You had a big lead late. You saw the onslaught happening, but you corralled it and you didn't break. I mean, you know, in many reasons, because of this beautiful man right here, back-to-back days with this video, because he is a monster. Jack Campbell was fantastic again tonight. Let's break down this puppy. First period, Jake Muzzin gets called for a delay of game penalty for pushing the net off, and I'm like, you're crazy, man. But okay, whatever. They go to the power play, and Taylor Hall tips in a point shot, and it's 1-0 Bruins, 8:37 in with the power play goal from Taylor Hall there. And not what you want to see. The first goal of the game given up on the power play. Not good. We move ahead to about, the 12-minute mark of the second period. Riley has it about where Jake Muzzin was last game. Remember we talked about in the last game where he was about right beside the net. He tried to center it, and it hit off somebody, went out, and they had the 2-on-1 with Corey Perry and Pat Maroon, and they scored that goal, right? This is kind of the same thing, but it was Morgan Riley. But this time, it gets through to Mitch Marner, and he fires it, and it goes in, but everyone's confused because the net is off. Referees behind the net pointing, it's a good goal, it's a good goal, it's a good goal. We're so confused. They end up going to replay, and it takes them a very long time to figure it out. Now, apparently the rule is somewhat like this, that the net is allowed to be off when the goal is in. If there's like a play where basically where the puck is about to go in a sense, and if their own player knocks it off. And that's exactly what happened. So it looked like when they were reviewing it, it wasn't even that. It was more or less, did it cross the goal line? It did. So they call it a good goal. Tavares gets the goal. Or no, it wasn't Marner who got the goal. I think it was Tavares tipped it in, right? Because he was the one standing in front of the net. So Tavares from Riley and Marner at 12:21 of the first period. And the Leafs have tied the game at 1. We go into the intermission. It's a 1-1 game. Shots were 13-9 in favor of the Bruins there in the period. You go into the second period, and the Leafs dominate. They dominate play. They get a couple power plays because Brad Marchand's an idiot. That's all I got to say. He's a dirty rat, and this was the game where he was a dirty rat, cross-checking Liljegren in the face, and you don't expect to get a call. Then you try to bait him into getting a penalty. No one else does, so you yap your mouth after that. You got to love it. I don't know which penalty it was. I think it was the second one, I believe. But in that second period, you know, who was it? The Mitch Marner has it on the sideboards, and he centers it to Austin Matthews, goes off his skate. It's kicked out by Ullmark, but it's right back to Austin Matthews, and he roofs it on the backhand, and the Leafs have a 2-1 lead. All right, we're feeling good here. You got the lead, 2-1 answered goals. The top unit scores a power play goal. Like, this is feeling really nice right now. We keep going. Brad Marchand takes the stupid, by the way, that goal was at 14:59. And Brad Marchand takes a stupid penalty, puts the Leafs back in the power play, and Marner Riley's at the point, gives it down to Marner, back to Riley, who's got space now, fires it over to Austin Matthews, and it's in Ovi's office, except the other side, but more or less Austin Matthews' office, and he one-times it. Everyone knows it's coming, right? Riley sets it on a platter for him. It's going nice and slow over, the big windup. Everybody knows it's coming. Even Linus Ullmark knows it's coming. But he can't stop it as it beats him under the glove, short side. And Matthews has a second goal of the game. The Leafs scored 2 power plays in a matter of 5. 2 power play goals in a matter of 5 minutes. And they got a 3-1 lead. That goes at 18:54 of the second period. Riley and Marner grab assist in that goal. By the way, Marner had the lone assist on the first power play goal by Matthews. And the Leafs go into the second intermission with a 3-1 lead. Shots in the period 18-8 in favor of the Buds there. And now it's closing time. You got a 2-goal lead in the third period. Hang on to this one and come away with the win. hanging on, that was more or less the statement. That was more or less what happened. But the Leafs got the, I didn't even write the time down. It was the early third period goal, a Nylander shot. Tavares bangs home the rebound pass Allmark to give us a 4-1 lead. You feel good. But every single Leaf fan, I don't care who you are, every Leaf fan sees 4-1 in the third period against the Boston Bruins and thinks, okay, everything's fine. Everything's okay, 3-goal lead in the third period. Nothing can go wrong. Of course it can. It's the Leafs. And then 8:29 into the period, Pasternak with the one-timer, beats Jack Campbell. It's now 4-2. You feel the onslaught of pressure from the Bruins, and we're all sitting here like, this is not going to happen again, is it? Please, God, no. And the Leafs find a way. You have Jake Muzzin taking Marchand out of the play, and then Marchand's hooking him, trying to bait him into call. Muzzin's like, I'm just going to go to the bench, bud. Like, you're an idiot trying to bait me into this. And they just do a great job, and this beautiful man shuts the door. 23 shots in the period for the Bruins, 9 for the Toronto Maple Leafs. However, 2 of them are goals. As Mitch Marner then buries the empty netter in 19:17 of the third period, Kerfoot and Tavares grab assists on the empty netter. And it seals the deal. 5-2 winners are the Toronto Maple Leafs. I think it was a very ballsy move from Bruce Cassidy. I really believe when they had that power play late in the game that they were going to pull the goaltender. With under 4 minutes to play, you're down 2 goals. You got a power play. You pull the goal. You have a 6-on-4. Very good chance to score a goal. Now, obviously, the empty netter is a big risk there as well. But I understand. You have the power play. When you score on that, then, hey, it's only a 1-goal game. Then you can pull the goal with like 3 minutes left. So it kind of makes sense. But they didn't take the risk. They go with the power play. They don't score in the power play. They pull the goalie. The empty netter happens from Mitch Marner. The Buds win it 5-2. Shots on goal in the game, 44-36 in favor of the Bruins, obviously because of that third period mayhem that they caused. But that's what the Bruins do. No matter what lead you have in the third period, they will put the pressure on no matter what player puts on that damn jersey. They find a way. I don't know if it's just against the Leafs or whatnot, but it just seems like every time they play the Leafs, in the third period, the Leafs have a lead. An onslaught from the Bruins occurs. That's just what happens, and the Leafs were able to weather the storm today and come away with the win. All right? Bruins were 1 for 4 in the power play. Obviously had the power play goal from Taylor Hall. The Leafs killed off the next 3 power plays. That's huge. And the Buds were 2 for 4 in the power play, and the top unit, the whole talk of the town over the through the first, 10 games or so, while, Spezza and that second unit's getting the goals in the power play, what is going on with that top unit? They weren't scoring. Well, Austin Matthews gets 2 goals for that top unit on the power play today, so it's giving everyone a sigh of relief. 2 for 4 were the Leafs on the power play. Jack Campbell, 2 goals on 44 shots in this game. Over half of those in the third period, and he stood tall and only allowed the 1 goal. Fantastic job from Jack Campbell. John Tavares with a 3-point night, 2 goals and an assist. Austin Matthews with a couple of goals. Marner had a 4-point night, a goal and 3 assists. Morgan Riley with 2 assists. This is like the Leafs we've wanted to see all year long. The big boys getting it done, right? I mean, you don't expect your third and fourth liners to score you 2-3 goals a night. You can't expect that. Your big boys that are getting paid ridiculous amounts of money, they got to get it done. And they did today. Tavares with 3. Marner with 2. Marner with 4. Matthews with 2. Riley with 2. The guys that are getting the big bucks got it done. I think Nylander had an assist in there. Yeah, he had 1 as well. So everybody chipped in today. Your goaltender was phenomenal. The Leafs have won 5 straight games. We're at a stretch right now where we're playing some really good hockey. All right? Next up for the Buds is they welcome in the Los Angeles Kings to Scotiabank Arena. I haven't even checked their record or anything, but I'm assuming they're still in rebuild mode. Either way, you cannot play down to your opponent no matter what their record is. 7:30 puck drop there on Monday night as the Leafs look to win their 6th consecutive game. And what they have to do in that game, they have to take it to them like they did the Vegas Golden Knights. Vegas, not a healthy team, not playing the greatest, even though they beat Montreal 5-2 today. But they're not a great team right now. They're not healthy either. So what did the Leafs do? They laid a beat down on them. They didn't play down to their opponent. You cannot do that with the LA Kings. You got to go out there the same intensity you did against Vegas and against the Boston Bruins today. They have to, all right? So you know what, guys? That is going to do it for this one. If you enjoyed the video and enjoyed the game this evening, because it was very entertaining to watch, the fans were into it. You love to see Scotiabank Arena rocking like that, because you don't see it very often. So to see something like that on a Saturday night, It's beautiful to see. Great job, Leaf fans, if you were there at the game tonight. Fantastic. Hit the like button if you guys enjoyed the video. Hit the subscribe button if you guys not already. Comment down below thoughts on the video, thoughts on the game. Would you like, would you not like from today's game for the Toronto Maple Leafs? Twitter is down below for myself. Follow up, send me a DM to all that great stuff. The Instagram link is down below as well. So follow up there if you have not done so already, guys. And I will talk to you Raptors edition tomorrow night as the Raptors, oh boy. They play the Brooklyn Nets, 3:30 tip-off there at Scotiabank Arena. Pascal Siakam makes his season debut. It's going to be very interesting. A very good team in Brooklyn, very good offense. Raptors are a very good defensive team. My thing is this, if Raptors can keep their defensive intensity they have the entire year, and they can find their offense, and they can be in a groove, they can beat the Brooklyn Nets. We'll have to see what happens, though, tomorrow afternoon. As for the Toronto Maple Leafs, as we talked about, Monday night is their next game. 7:30 puck drop there. Leafs, Kings at Scotiabank Arena. All right, so thank you guys so much for listening and watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. We'll talk to you guys then.